the show where your First and Second Amendment rights intersect, with host Brandy Vega.
Hey, it's Brandy here. We are talking about the AR-15. We are with Steve. He's a gunsmith and a gun expert. There are several types of the AR-15. This one is mine. It's a DPMS M4 style, shoots .223. I've got mag pull accessories, and you know what? I love this. Whether you're looking for something to use as home protection or just an overall rifle to have, this is my weapon of choice. How about you?
The one I have here is an M16A1 style. It's built from a different number of parts. The upper is pretty much all Colt. The lower is a J&T system. It has a special trigger in it. And that's what makes these guns so popular, is the fact that you can do whatever you want. You can make them into pretty much whatever suits you.
Yeah, it's really cool. And you know what? There is a website for a company I used to work for. It's called guncustomizer.com. You can go in there and build certain guns and see kind of what you like. I have a shorter stock on this. I like that. I like the shorter barrel as well because I'm a smaller person and I want it to fit comfortably. I don't want it to be too heavy. And I just have the iron sights on here right now, although I do like the optics. And which one do you have?
This is the Trijicon Reflex 2. I also use the Valtor fixed stock. It just fits me better. It's and the free floating rail by Yankee Hill, and it just makes the gun more accurate with the thin A1 barrel.
Well, and one of the great things Steve said is that you can accessorize it, you can customize it, and that makes it nice because no matter how big you are, how small you are, you can get it, build it, adjust it, and you can find them standard. There are a lot of different variations, correct?
Correct. A lot of different variations, a lot of different calibers to suit what you're going to do with it. Hunting, sporting, three-gun shooting. It's an excellent system and very versatile. Easy to manufacture. Parts, there's a plethora of different parts out there for anybody to basically make it into what they want.
Yeah, and .223 is a pretty common round, so you're going to be able to find it. You know, I had a PS90, and I had to get rid of it because I just couldn't find ammo for it, and the ammo was so expensive. So even though it's one of my favorites, you got to put that into a consideration when you're picking out a rifle.
Correct. Generally, I would recommend to people, if you buy a gun, well, buy it in 5.56, generally with a 1-9 twist would be the average. It's the most versatile chambering and rifling twist.
So when you say 5.56, some of them say 5.56/223. What does that mean for those of us who are, you know, kind of new to it?
The 5.56 is a chamber dimension, is a specific chamber dimension. The 223 is somewhat tighter, and generally in a semi-automatic firearm, it will not chamber properly. It can cause pressure spikes. 5.56 ammo in a 223 chamber is the one thing you want to watch because, like I said, it can cause feeding issues, malfunctions, and pressure spikes, which are dangerous to the gun.
Okay, now this is also a gas system, correct?
Correct. Direct impingement. The gas comes straight out of the barrel into the bolt, which unlocks or into the bolt carrier, which unlocks the bolt. They do make a piston system also, in which will keep the dirt out of your chamber. It just, whatever you want to pay for them, whatever you like.
And price range anywhere from $600 up to around $3,000. Then once you start accessorizing, I mean, sky's the limit. I've seen optics that are $3,000.
Yeah, it can
Or
get
more.
very expensive. Very, very expensive, as in with any great hobby.
Yeah, and when you take it out, it's important that you do clean these. I know when I was in the Army, I had the M16, the longer style like this, and I used to call it my full body brace because you strap it on me. I'd walk around like this. It wasn't very mobile. I would have much rather had the M4, but that was just a little bit after my time. But important to keep it clean, otherwise you run into what sort of issues?
Once again, failure to feed, failure to extract. The gun will just stop running eventually. It gets, there are improvements. For instance, this gun has a chrome bolt, makes it a little less maintenance intensive. But once again, it's just the gas impingement system is you're going to have to clean it.
And you know, these take 30-round mags. I've got some 30-round mag pull magazines and Tapco, and they feed great. You've got the aluminum.
You got the old style, old school aluminum 30-rounders, some Colt, some Venture Specialties, which was a military contractor, yes.
Yeah, so for me, I choose the AR-15. I keep this in my safe, ready to go with a vest, and about 10 mags full of 30 rounds each that I can grab and go in a bind. You want to be prepared, right?
There you go.
A go gun. We're going to take it down range and fire off a couple of shots.
Gun Nation News.